Don't slip.
Let's have a look.
Don't slip. Don't slip.
Wait, go back again. Now just check if that is slip.
Spit.
Try again. You're doing so well because you're trying to follow the sound. Super.
Spill.
Yes, spill. Don't spill. Well done.
Yes, shouted a voice inside her head. You can do it. Keep going. The race was hers to win. The finish line was right there in front of her. She took a quick look behind and the unthinkable happened.
Do you know what I love that? I could tell you were actually understanding what was happening because of how you read it. You weren't doing it a robot voice, you were actually speaking it as if you were telling us a story. I was quite excited about the race at the end there because you were just so into it.
That's what we've been talking about, those punctuate. You know now when to stop and take a breath and when to have a little pause and when there's a question mark and an exclamation mark.
So exciting. And what about Mrs. Cicero? Could you just tell us quickly about Jessie at the beginning of last term?
At the beginning of last term, Jessie didn't really want to read very much because, no, you didn't, did you?
Why didn't you want to read at the beginning of last term? Can you remember? Do you remember that far back?
Because I loved art too much.
I loved it.
Oh, you loved art too much, but now, and was reading a little bit hard then? Did you find it quite hard? Was it quite laborious?
Did you find it tricky to sound out lots of the words when you were first here?
Yeah.
And I remember a couple of weeks ago how excited you were because what did you get to take home for the first time? You didn't have to take home the books in the SSP levels. What did you start reading?
Chapter books.
Oh, no. Remember how excited you were?
Oh my goodness. You should tell your mummy. I'm so proud.
And I'm going to just check your decoding first, and then I'll ask you the questions for your comprehension. Off you go.
Our great-grandfather was a wonderful character. He lived in a time when there were fewer rules and you could do more or less what you liked. Our great-grandmother, who loved music, wanted to have her own.
What are boards? Can you think of that one word that we used?
Planks.
Planks, yeah, like planks to put across the road. Did the delivery men have any ideas on how to get the piano inside?
No,
How do you know that?
because it said there was no solution.
They said there was no solution to it. Was great-grandmother angry with great-grandfather for widening the door?
No.
How do you know?
Because it said that she was overjoyed.
She was overjoyed. But the way you went, I thought that you would have a bit of trouble answering these questions. I wasn't very optimistic. Sorry.
She was pessimistic. Oh my goodness.
You,
It's amazing.
you did such an awesome job. And the reason I know that you understand this is because you could go back to this text and you checked where you knew the answer every single time. So you've done absolutely everything I've taught you to do this year. So that's great. You listened to me.
So what would she get? What would happen on that
So she answered all of these correctly. Gaping hole I wouldn't give her because I actually talked about that. But her reaction was fine, so she would get a 9 out of 10. And to pass this set 12, her minimum pass is 70% comprehension. So I would have to say, I would keep her that. I would say that's her final. I wouldn't take her yet to the next level.
Yeah.
because she's just about to go into grade 3. She's only 7, and
Yeah.
I think that I don't need to push you because I know that you can read, and I know that you can go and pick up any book that you want to read now and enjoy it.
So according to Pro, what year level is she working at?
So her decoding level is a 10.5 to an 11.5-year-old. And to achieve this, she has to be able to answer these questions. So our benchmark for grade 2 is to be a VHA in reporting. She has to be a Pro 8.
And she's a Pro
12.
So can you just explain, at the beginning of this year, what were your green,
so
purple?
At the beginning of the year we had the 4 boxes of coded readers. So we had green level readers, purple level readers, yellow and blue. These books, we didn't really have a lot of chapter books. All we had was potluck books, which were books that the children were interested in reading. So they needed to only go to their code level book. But these have all been replaced by chapter books now. We still have a few blue level books, although in the last month we haven't really got anyone now on blue level books.
Fantastic.
Chapter books.
So what we could do now is we could actually start doing more. We could split them into into vocab and everything else, so that it's not just chapter books. It could be but we still got to make sure they're developmentally appropriate. And that's what I love here. So that because these children would be on a really high leveled reader, but it might not be appropriate text.
Exactly.
So think about Jessie. She's just coded at a level of a 11, 12-year-old, but she wouldn't be reading books that 11 and 12-year-olds would be reading. And that's where leveled readers fall down, because it presumes that they're going to not read quickly, whereas we're presuming that they are going to read quickly.
And the kids have found a lot of particular series authors that they're interested in.
Brilliant,
so
which is really good.
That's really helped as well.
Which is your favourite, Alfie? Which is your favourite? Zach Power, Boot Camp.
So tell me some of the ones that you've been reading lately. What's the series you've been reading? Tashi. Tashi and the Genie.
Tashi. So is it nice being able to go back and keep reading from the same author?
Hang on. At home I'm reading the Story Treehouse.
Story Treehouse from Andy Griffith. Let me have a look. Fantastic.
But I'm reading the 13 one because I just got it for my birthday.
Fantastic. I bet your parents are pleased. What are you reading at home?
And Horrid Henry.
Horrid Henry. He's always naughty and he never gets into trouble. I used to read that with my Elliot. Worm surfing.
And I was reading the Horrid Henry book and it said Bossy Bill photocopied his buds on this photo. And I saw that episode.
Is this on TV as well?
Yeah.
Wow.
But not in Australia.
Oh, what are you reading? The Star is Born. Oh my goodness, let's have a look. So what's all this about? What kind of a book is it?
England. And I also read this. It's good.
Cat chocolate. Show Ryan chocolate. Ryan, next time I come in on Friday, I want you to spell chocolate for me. Right, so what are you going to speedy decode? Show me.
Look at
Speedy decoding this. Oh.
No, this. But that
Okay, come on, sit down. Too cool. Come and sit down, speedy decode, just to show people what speedy decoding is. Okay, so who's going to do the pointing and saying the word, and who's doing the following?
I'll do the pointing. Ready?
You can swap over.
Worms. Okay. Worms, must, hide, worms, must,
Agree or agree?
in, worms, must, have, never, have, fun.
Swap over?
Why not? Worms, when we do our next story, nobody says thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Noises.
We give children so much of an advantage when they learn to read at an early age.
Alligator, animals are amazing, simple or incredible that you can hardly be with your eyes.
Let's go to the next page.
There are more. Chapter 2. The Care of Animals. There are more than a million kinds of animals. In Marvel, the family kids there are sandwiches and fuzzy bugs.
Busy?
Busy bugs. There are even bits with rainbow colored beaks. Some animals are huge. The largest animal is
The largest.
One animal is the elephant, but the largest animal of all lives in the sea. It's the blue whale. Was the blue whale actually grow to be 100 feet long? Next page. The tape.
What's the book called?
Butterfly.
Butterflies.
What are butterflies? Butterflies are insects with bodies and lots of wings.
They are, aren't they, darling?
Sit. Eat. And it spells. Good girl. This one. This one.
Say it again.
Say it again.
Startle.
Yes. Next part.
Okay,
Good
put it
girl.
together. Put it together.
This one.
There's something so magical about seeing children reading and knowing that they can read on their own. Code mapping wires brains. Phonics is extended. The first thing you need to be able to do is speak in speech sounds.
And I let her see, by putting her hand on my face, how we talk with our mouths. She felt the vibration of the spoken word. Instantly, she spelled, "I want to talk with my mouth." That seemed impossible. But after experimenting for a time, we found that placing her hand in this position, the thumb resting on the throat, right at the larynx, the first finger on the lips, the second on the nose, we found that she could feel the vibration of spoken words. For instance, the throat, she feels the G, the hard G, G. And on the lips, she feels and the K sound. On the lips, she feels the B, with the second finger on the nose, the nasal sounds, the 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 first word she learned to articulate was the little word "it." With the hand in this position, I made the vowel I. She felt it. I. Then I made the T. She feels it with the finger on her lips, on my lips. Then I put the two letters together to form the word it. And the first word was learned. After her 7th lesson, she was able to speak the sentence word by word. I am not dumb now.
No.
You saw her using a speech sound puppet. So the mouth moves. What she's doing is speaking using duck hands. Use our duck hands to show the speech sounds. This just means that if I say a word like sat, I need to be able to hear that it's made up of 3 speech sounds. S, at. So even if I don't know how to spell the word sat, I first need to be able to do lines for those speech sound pics to sit on. S, at. So they're just doing 3 lines. And they do the numbers because children, especially in the early years, have trouble with ordering, and we want their brains to go from left to right. Just by putting 1, 2, 3 underneath, even if they can't form that 1, 2, 3 very well, it helps them understand where to start, and it helps them with their placement. It's called segmenting.
What sit looks like.
So now put it on your line. So you need your 3 lines.
So now you need to put the
and somebody did 1, 2, 3s underneath, which was brilliant. So now put them on the right order.
Put them on your line.
Richard,
what's your line, honey?
On this. Can you do a it? Oh, he's holding it.
Yeah.
Well done. Brilliant.
You've got to use your duck hands to check the sounds you've heard, then just lines and number them when spelling any word.
Brilliant.
It, put. Now spell it. It, put. Good, go next word. Put.
Tap.
Now let's spell it. Put. Good, go next word.
Use the duck hands, draw your lines. Go, pick a picture.
A long way of understanding how to speak. You watch
You don't have to go in order. You can choose anyone because I chose 10. I did it. Hat. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but number 1 and 2. Watch them decode those words like words that
1, 2, 3, 6.
I can't hear many people talking. Talking so it's lovely. Which one are you doing?
Close your eyes and visualise, or you'll miss out on half of the fun. Knights riding dragons and monkeys with balls and rats running fast. Run, run, run! Now the speech sound frog has eaten one of the sound pics in this poem. I wonder who's going to be able to find it. See you all soon, just visiting the moon. I needed a star skunk, but I'll be back real soon. I embrace learning differences and include everyone.
And show me your clouds. Let's have a look. So I'm going to give you a sound and you see if you can find the cloud. Are you ready? Yes! What about P? Yes! What about Do you know what colour it is?
Purple.
Yes! There it is! What about W?
What is in yellow?
What about, can you find it? Where is it? Whoa, 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 whoa. There it is! What about, I'm going to trick you. O.
Ah? It's in purple.
It is in purple! How did you know it's in purple? Oh, look at this! It is! Wow, like not. Can we go and show Mrs. Brown?
Yeah.
I think you're amazing. Come and show Mrs. Brown. I think that's just stupendous.
Listen, I learned something new. The SP makes in raspberry up here.
Wow, Roz! Yeah, have we got SP? Oh no, that's a raz. That's a z sound.
I did traditional.
Traditional.
Because it's 5, it's 5.
Did you do the 2 with the 2? That's brilliant. Oh, good boy. Wow. Right, so we need the z cloud. Where's the z cloud?
It must be Z.
It must be. Z. Where's the z?
It could be.
I think it's in yellow.
Me too. Because I'm yellow level. It's down there.
It is. So let's have a look if it's in there. It's not in there. Amy, you found it. Pure A. Puree. Where is it? Where is it?
Simmer, hold your, put your numbers on there and show.
Where's Puree? Show me.
There.
Where was it on the? Where was it on the box?
Where was it on the box?
Yeah, where's the box?
It wasn't on the thing. There.
Oh, it's there, Puree.
Shade, the detective, yelled, "Look! Oh, I say! I found a new sound pic. The A in puree. Z in raspberry."
That's your poem! Amy,
Well done, Amy.
It's just sweet.
Shade, the detective, yelled, "Look! Oh, I say! I found a new sound pic. The A in puree."
That's funny.
What fantastic speech sound detectives you've all been today. Use the SSP Spelling Piano app. It's going to really help with your spelling.
don't forget as well, there's a Spelling Cloud poem for every cloud. Use the SSP Spelling Piano app and make sure you've got the clouds everywhere. Investigate them using a Spelling Cloud album. Put them on the wall. Hang them from the ceilings if you need to. Making them mobile is a really great idea. It's a skills acquisition process. Every child works through at their own level. There are 4 code levels. And when they graduate from Blue, they graduate to age-appropriate chapter books. Even the most intelligent of children can struggle, so SSP takes a preventative approach. Now let's say, for example, let's look at this. Oh, sorry, my dogs. Practical example in my garden in the morning, just because I'm trying to help you see what is happening and see how I see things. And now for a lot of different reasons, some of these nails are in, some of them are higher. Oh, look at this one, a PM reader, 20, whatever. And people think this is fine. I actually think that this could be a lot better. But then there are children and it's just not going in. And so what are teachers doing? Teachers, wonderful teachers, this is the tool they've been given. This is the only tool they've been given. They can do it in different ways, but this is the only tool that they're being given. They're not being given the opportunity to learn about this. So this is what they do. Come on, let's do it. Let's guess by the word, guess by the picture. Let's leave a word out and guess by the context. Let's look at the first sound in the word and guess what it is. Oh, why is this child not understanding what they're reading? What's not happening? Come on. What's wrong with this nail? What's wrong with this nail that it's not going in? Not looking at this, not looking at the fact that this is the wrong tool. So they keep going. And then these wonderful teachers that only have this think, well, this has to work because this is what we're being told to work. This is what we've always been told to work that works. And this is what works for a lot of the children. Look, I can see them. Look, it's working. So what they then do is they then think, right, well, this child obviously needs to be moved away from the other children to have extra time. Extra time. Come on, we've got even more time doing this. And this poor nail is going, oh, good grief, it just doesn't go in. And this poor nail is starting to feel really bad about himself. So this nail, oh, let's try it this way, let's try it this way. And these wonderful teachers are giving him extra support. So the mummy nail thinks, yay, brilliant, extra support. More. The solution, this is not the right tool. Use SSP. Sorry, use SSP. Change can be really hard, but if we do it together, we can do so much. And I suggest you please just surround yourself with like-minded people who support what you do. Join the SSP family.